Is there anyone that interviews you like on a regular basis that you really don't see eye to eye with, and it kind of grinds a little bit, but it's it's
But
worth
it
doing the
works.
interview? Yeah.
No, and that's a great question. I'll tell you why. It's because it's because I've come to the realization that the ideological spectrum is not a straight line from left to right. It's a circle. And at a certain point, the left and the right meet. And I've become so
I like
anti
that.
duopoly that I'm happy to agree. I don't care if people identify as conservatives or as Republicans or as liberals or Democrats or whatever. There are issues that we agree on, and I embrace those issues. I don't care what people's personal politics
I
are.
love that.
Genuinely.
I think it's about, it's like not getting caught in the forest from the trees, and always remembering that we're all Americans and
Yeah.
we want the best. So no, we don't have a lot. We don't hate people. We don't hate, like, the point is not to hate
No.
and to be divisive. The point is to seek common ground and just go, hey, we all want the same thing, right? We're just getting there maybe in different ways. But at the end of the day, we both agree that this is what we want. And as long as we're doing that, instead of assuming the other side is evil and my side is right and more has the moral
Exactly.
high ground, I think that you can find this commonalities. It doesn't feel like it should be that much of a challenge.
You're absolutely right. We talked, for example, he asked me kind of an odd question toward the end of the conversation. He asked me what examples I could give him of governmental actions that I'm opposed to outside of the intelligence community. Like, I consider myself to be a critic of the CIA, a critic of NSA, a critic of whatever. And I said, well, off the top of my head, look at the Bureau of Land Management. Most Americans have never even heard of the Bureau of Land Management, and it wreaks havoc on farmers in the West. And
That's
I end up finding myself in support of, for example, the Bundy family, which many Americans view as being so far to the right as to be like off the charts. But by God, they were right about the Bureau of Land Management. I talked to him about this case that I followed in Hawaii, where there was a woman who's a GS-12, mid-level nobody from the Commerce Department's National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Because she's a GS-12, she's living in Honolulu, you can't make ends meet. So she and a business partner bought a boat together, and they would take tourists out on the boat on weekends to go whale watching. So one weekend they're out there and they come upon an orca feeding on a seal carcass. And so everybody runs to the side of the boat. They're taking pictures and video of the killer whale eating the seal. And somebody whistles at the whale, to try to get it to stay near the surface. I don't know, for whatever reason. Not that, do orcas have ears? I suppose they must, but who knows? So,
some kind.
yeah. So a couple of weeks later, there's a pounding on her apartment door, and it's the FBI.